Hey guys, so another edible medicinal, the commonly known as mimosa tree. It's Albizia species. I think Albizia Julie something. Anyways, the pink flowers are, especially down in the south, a lot of people make them into jams and jellies, as well as steeping it for tea. And then the bark of the inner bark of the tree is also used to make tea, and it has some nice calming effects. It's used as like a nervine, I believe. I have made tea with it quite a few times. Beautiful tree, definitely an invasive, but is very much naturalized all around the southern United States. Hey guys, so this is a really beautiful representation of a wild plum tree. They do kind of grow in thickets. There's more of like a thicket of plums over there, but this is, you can see, has a single trunk right there. And the tree is absolutely loaded. I can see lots of deer prints. So they are feeding a lot of wildlife. A common thing with a lot of these plums is they'll get these little worms. I'm not exactly sure the species of worm that will inhabit the fruit, but if you can find some without that, they are very, very good, very delicious. And as you can tell, the fruit is really abundant on some of the trees, some of the thickets. And I've noticed that on more of the edge habitats where they can get a lot more sunlight, they produce a lot more fruit. But yeah, had to share. If I can get over here too. So here's some nicer fruit. Nice and juicy. And nice and tart, which, if you like sour, you like tart, you'll really enjoy these little plums. But yeah. I think I'll try to get a nice little handful, and I'll keep on foraging. Hey guys, so I'm out here trying to find how many species of fruits and medicinals, edibles that I can forage. And not that long ago, I guess 2 weeks ago, it was super prime blackberry season, and now we're pretty much at the tail end of it, but I'm still able to pick a few fruits here and there. So guys, I'm out here foraging for some of the maypops, the common wild passion flower that grows here in Florida, and they can actually be kind of tricky to find. Usually the best indicator that you have a nice ripe fruit is going to be that they're shriveled and yellow. Otherwise you're going to get fruit that looks like this. But I think I found one that has a really good likelihood of being ripe. And I don't think so either. I don't know. Nope. Yeah, I'm struggling to find some nice ripe ones. The plants are really abundant, and actually so are the fruit, but there's not a lot of ripe ones right now. I'll pick up the phone again if I find one. Hey guys, so I was walking down the trail here and spotted some mushrooms on a tree. So we're gonna see what they are. From a distance, they looked like lion's mane. So there are poison ivy on the ground here, but let's take a look at these guys. So I believe that these are just a shelf fungus of some sort, but I'm not positive. But yeah, I just saw a white mushroom on a tree, so I had to take a look at it. If I get really close to it, I can tell that it's like quite furry looking, like lion's mane. But the bottom I'm not sure about. So I believe it's a common shelf fungus, but yeah, I'm not certain. Hey guys, so here's another species that's edible year-round here in Florida. It's the prickly pear, and they grow all over Florida in many habitats, but mostly areas where it's relatively more dry is where you'll find them. Beautiful yellow flowers, and maybe hard to see, but there's a lot of fruit, but they are not ripe yet. But you can eat the pads. Traditionally, they've been eaten by lots of the indigenous peoples of North America and Central America. But you can go ahead, cut off the glochids and any spines, eat them raw or cooked. And I have had the fruit many times, and it is really good, especially if you just juice it. It makes a really beautiful and very good tasting juice.